Hello, hello. Welcome to Oven Mitts Without Any Tits. Now my name's Corinne and I'm your host. I must admit I do keep forgetting to introduce myself when I do these videos, so I will make an effort to try and introduce myself for those that don't know me. So I'm Corinne, welcome to the channel, and I hope you've hit the subscribe and the like and all that jazz. So I'm making tonight, as you can see from the clock behind me, it's 8 PM. Now I love being in the kitchen, so I thought I'd get back in the kitchen, I'd make some more, I'm going to make some flapjacks. So we discussed this today on our coffee morning, and flapjacks are quite a good little snack to sort of take out on the golf course with you as well. So we are going to sort of look at different snacks that you can just throw in your bag and nibble on while you're actually on the golf course, because this is a golfing channel as well as cooking, baking, whatever. So flapjacks, the recipe I've got, you can make it soft flapjack or crunchy. It's all dependent on how long you leave it in the oven. So I'm going to start off. I've got in my pan 8 ounces of butter. To that I'm going to add 8 ounces of sugar. Now the recipe, this is again where we deviate. We always deviate on this channel because we like a bit of deviation. The recipe actually says brown sugar. Now it doesn't specify dark or light, but I've only got a little bit of brown sugar left. This is how unprepared I am. But for a change, I'm going to use light muscovado. It's got a little bit of a caramelly taste to it. So I'm using light muscovado, which on the box it says ideal for cakes, puddings and cookies. Now flapjacks aren't too dissimilar to cookies in some ways. So we will put into here 8 ounces of light muscovado sugar. There we go. 8 ounces on the nose. To that, 2 tablespoons of golden syrup, which is about 30 grams, which is just over an ounce. So now I'm going to flip my scales back to ounces, to grams, and do 30 grams. There we go. Now we need to melt this on the hob, melt it all together before we start adding the oats and the chocolate to it. So that's my next task. Is to get melting. So there we go, we have melted it. I don't know if you can see that without me tipping it up too much, but it's like a dark brown syrupy type mess. Now I've measured out 12 ounces of oats. So the best way to do this is now I've taken this off the heat, so you can see it's like a dark brown sticky syrupy liquid. You basically want to do it so that all the butter and the sugar is all melted together. So I've also measured out 12 ounces of oats. So we're going to add these oats into the pan. Keep stirring as we do. There will seem like there's a lot of oats there, but they will all go in. And just keep stirring until they're all mixed in. You should end up with a big sticky mess. So that's the kind of thing you're looking for. So this is all mixed in. Now at this point you can add lots of different things in if you want. You can add some cranberries, some raisins, some nuts. In fact, should we add some raisins in? Chocolate and raisin flapjack. Shall we? Yeah, let's. Well, essentially you put whatever you want at this point, and then you'll put this into a prepared tin and it goes in the oven. So stay with me. I'm going to get some raisins. Yeah, I've got some chocolate chip chunks as well to put in. So I've got my prepared tin. Make sure your tin's big enough to take all your mixture, or not too big, but you know, big enough. I also use again this non-stick baking paper because you don't need to mess around greasing it. I'm going to throw in here just a big handful and a bit of those and chocolate chips. I'm going to throw all the chocolate chips in. So that's a 100-gram bag of chocolate chips. Give it a good stir so all the chocolate chips are mixed in. You don't want to put these in too soon because they might start to melt as they are a little bit now. So try if you can to leave it to cool slightly, otherwise your chocolate chips will just be chocolate mess. So once it's all in, you put it into your tin. You can see some of the chocolate has already started to melt. But it's fine, it just means it's chocolate flapjack. You know. If you want, you can get your hands in at this point just to give it a bit of a stick down. If I had gloves on, I would, but I think we've established I don't like getting my hands all mucky. If I can help it. You want it a fairly even shape all the way around. You don't want it like, you know, big thick bits in one place or thin bits in the other. Fairly even consistency all over. Now that is ready to go. I think what would be quite nice as a flapjack is like cranberry and macadamia nuts or something like that. That'd be quite tasty. But there we have the flapjack ready for the oven. So this will go in. So about 180 for about 20 minutes. Now after 20 minutes I will check it. So if you do want it slightly more a crunchier flapjack, leave it in a bit longer. If you want it a bit softer, maybe put it in for about 15 minutes. But I sort of like a little bit of chew to mine. I don't like it too soft, but I don't want it too crispy either. So I'll try 20 minutes and see how it's looking, and then I'll make the decision if it's time to come out. So the last part is cutting it up. So I've taken it out of the pan. It is still a little bit warm. So we're literally going to just cut through varying points. I'll probably cut this into 3. I don't want too bigger pieces, but obviously I don't want too smaller pieces either. And that is it. So we'll put this over there for a minute. So here we have plate or a tray of chocolate raisin flapjacks. So let's have a bit of a taste test, shall we? They are still quite warm. Not quite warm, but just the right amount of chewy. Very, very nice actually. I'll be taking these to the golf course tomorrow. I'm handing them out to a few people, so we'll see what they think as well. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Give it a try. What's your variety? What things did you put in instead of raisins and chocolate? Did you do anything different, or did you do the same? Drop us a comment, drop us a like. Until then, see you next time.